Okay, welcome back to Todd Draws, where I draw stuff. It's been a while, and I let that slip. I don't know, busy life, busy die. I wish I need to do this more often. Today, can't really think of anything to draw, so I think by default I'll just draw an orc. Orcs are fun. Orcs are good. Today is the 17th of April, 2013. Am I right on that? Am I right on that? Where's my cursor? Okay. This is bizarre. Yes, today is April 17th. That took way too long. Tomorrow, I turn 41. How effed up is that? Actually, this is... You know, I find most of these drawings have been, like, medium-sized, cut off the legs, you know. That's not going to be good. Let's try something a little different, huh? Oh, yeah, but you already see the whole thing. No. Wrong thing. Okay, let's see here. Just make it big honking boots. That's what orcs have, big honking boots. Okay. Let's see here. Of course, I don't know. Put them on a close side. That's about right. Let's make it a great sword. So let's put this hand here. We'll put this hand like right there, and then of course, actually no, let's change this up a bit. That's not what we want. So we want the sword to be out like this, or like this. So that means this hand has to be down, and then this one can be like here. There we go. That's better. What do you think? Better? Yes? No? Put your opinions below. Subscribe. Oh, and I should also mention that, you know, put suggestions. Put your character ideas down below. Maybe I'll draw them. I won't say definitely that everything gets posted is going to get worked on, but put your ideas down below. Let me know what you want to see drawn, and I will draw it. I prefer drawing characters, and to a lesser degree, humanoid monster characters like orcs and hobgoblins, etc., and dwarves and elves. Sword is so big it doesn't fit on the paper. Let's see here. I'm looking this way. Pointy teeth. Pointy teeth. Let's give him a nice big helmet. Yeah, let's get rid of the ear and let's give him a helmet. Worthy of an orc. That's not that I want. Do. I heard somewhere where historically that no one actually ever worn a helmet with horns on it. Like the Vikings never wore horned helmets. All that was just an invention by some artists or what was it? Was it the German opera? Whatever, The Ring. Guys just put horns on this guy's helmet. And so the idea perpetuated. Let's make that helmet a bit more flat. That looks a little too close to that Skyrim guy. I do want horns on this guy's helmet, so I'll just do it like... let's see what kind of horns we want. I'd like to do the ram's horns thing. Let's see here. Maybe the same thing over here. How would it go? How would it go? Yeah, it'd be down and then around. Alright, we want that. How's that look? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe be like just a couple of horns that sweep back old a Disney villain, Melissa Sleeping Beauty. I can't pronounce her name. It's early morning. So are they horns from the helmet, or are the horns just popping through the helmet? Ooh. Yeah, I like that. It's Wednesday. It means it's comic book day. I wonder what will come out today. I don't, pay too close to the solicitations. I hear they spoil stuff. That's not what I wanted. Wrong button. There we go. Although I've been thinking I need to curtail my comic book spending. I'm trying to save up to get down payment on a house. But at the same time, I just spent over $200, or just under $200, on a capture card for my gaming PC to do videos for playing Let's Plays. So it's like, I didn't really need to do that, but it was my birthday, and I want to. I've done Dragon Age 1 and 2. I've done a little bit of some of Skyrim, a lot of Skyrim, but not all of Skyrim. But I did Neverwinter Nights 2, and I want to do Neverwinter Nights 1. The software that I have won't work with it. One, it uses different hotkeys, and it just doesn't seem to work at all. Period. So I need to. This helmet is a little design is a little funky. Let's change this up a bit. This isn't working. Okay, so let's bring this up forward here. Put this here. And well, I want to play the Neverwinter Nights, and I want to record it. And so I thought, well, a capture card would work that way because it doesn't interfere with the machine at all. It just goes directly from the HDMI out to pass-through kind of thing. Avermedia. Capture card. The reason I got it, because in my head I thought these cards were like $1,000, and because I saw that it was only $200, it's like, oh hey, that's kind of cheap, so I'll buy one. Relatively speaking, $200 is a lot of money, but in my mind I thought it was going to be so much more. I said, oh yeah, I'll just that's not so bad, I'll buy one. That is my problem. The relatively expensive or inexpensive something will cause me to like something is actually expensive, but I don't perceive it to be expensive, so I'll just get one. It's like, maybe I should not have done that, especially since I'm trying to save up for a house. But it's my birthday this week, tomorrow. So I figured this is my splurge for the year, $200 on a toy. Expensive toy, but a toy. That'll do. Putting in a bit of scale here. Scale mail. Polderons. So yeah, my birthday, turning 41. How do I feel about that? Not as bad as I did feeling turning 40 last year. I was about to say 42. No, I didn't. Not going backwards. But even 40, I didn't necessarily feel horribly bad about turning 40. The year I had a really hard time dealing with was 25. 25 was quarter century. I freaked out. I splurged. I bought a lot of Warhammer Fantasy that year, that day. Went to old Chimera Hobby, and I bought not only an army, big part of the army for myself. I also bought an entire starter army set for someone else. Like, yeah, I want to get them to play. Here, let me buy this army for them. What a friend, huh? Yeah, so 41 doesn't bother me. I still haven't felt like I've accomplished as much as I should have, but I've come to accept it. However, I am starting to think about making a bucket list of things I want to do before too long. Before I get to the point where I'm unable to do the things I want to do. Here, let's get rid of this. Clean this up a little bit. be nice if I could get some sort of drawing job. 41. That's the other daunting thing about turning this 40. If I want to get into some sort of art job, like concept art, what have you, it's gonna be filled with younger people, hungrier people. Yeah, I don't know. It's I would like to somehow make money off of this thing that I'm doing right now, and I'm sure there's someone out there who needs someone exactly like me. I'm not altogether certain how to go about finding that connection. And so much of art is freelance now. I mean, it's no insurance. This doesn't seem. This isn't right. No insurance. I really don't have support. Yeah. It's if I put that here, like this, there we go. So this idea that this part here is the top of the hand, and these are the fingers going down, and then here are the fingers going. Let's just move where the knuckles go. And that would change where this thumb would go. Two most important things to make a figure realistic: hands and face, head. At least according to Donato on one of his videos. You get the hands right, you get the face portrait right, people generally tend to be a bit more forgiving than the rest. So here we go. Okay, so let's clean this up a bit. So notice on some of these videos I start with the pencil brush. Sometimes I use this ink brush. I don't know. I like them both. It's a matter of whimsy as to when I'll use them. Let's put a little spur on his back there for when he flies his flying mount or something. I don't know, whatever. Let's put little barbs to show that, yeah, he's evil. He's a wicked man, or orc. Let's see here. Let's move the second foot a little bit closer to the. But they're kind of even. Yeah. Berg, work. Darn you, work. Okay, so we want, trying to make it somewhat match, but if they're orcs, they probably scavenge and what have you, so. The boots don't necessarily need to be identical. And asymmetry can be fun sometimes, so make something look distinct and distinctive. And let's put a little shadowy heavyweight here. Let's make that black. It's all in shadow. Blah, blah, blah. Just put a little cut in here that it's been like marked and used and worn. Let's put something a little bit more menacing on the front of that helmet, huh? It's getting 9:30. Let's put a little scully thing. There we go. A horn scully thing. Running a little late this morning. I only have another 30 minutes. Something twisted and thorny and let's clean this up. Curvy and thorny and twisted and evil. Don't quite want to pull out a skull on here too. Although it would repeat and be nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So which way should the skull go? Up or down? Let's see here. Is that twist? Nope. Okay, that's... There we go. Does that work? In Painter, you can like rotate the canvas, which is what I'm doing. Because I want to make this more vertical oriented. So when I make the skull, it'll be right side up. So that's yeah, it's a nice little feature of Painter. Let's see here. Put a little scully thing here. Let's get rid of these. In my D&D campaign, the gods all the orcs and goblins and whatnot worship is a god of destruction called Kor. All my gods have 3-letter names. Kor, Day, Loom, all three letter named gods. That was a thing. I chose it on whimsy 20 years ago, and it's stuck there ever since. So, a symbol for that guy is, you know, horn skull with fangy teeth. These are a little too ridiculous, I think. So I'll just go ahead and do it like this. There we go. God of destruction. He just wants to destroy and eat everything up. And the orcs in my world, they're not misunderstood, noble beast, whatever. You know, they're demons on Earth. They want to destroy, you know, etc., etc., etc. Does that work with the? I don't know if that's gonna. Yeah, you know, if you have a baby goblin in a forest and you try to raise it, it'll still try to eat you in your sleep. Yeah, demons on Earth. That's how I draw. Yeah, I like my evil, not, you know, misunderstood. Okay, let's see here. This is it. Double tap. That brings it up to. There we go. That's kind of works. So we have our guy there. We have a guy here. If I can see the belt buckle, maybe I make the belt buckle that too. Don't want to go overboard though. I won't want to put it on anything else. You can put it on the, you know, on all the round surfaces. Put it on the kneecaps. Put it on the shoes. Put it on the shoulders. Nah, I'm not going to do that. Let's see here. see here. Let's go to my bigger, rounder brush, and I'm gonna put some. Still on the same layer. A little brave of me. I'm just gonna go ahead and put some shadowy shadows. Oh, where this thing sticks out. This thing sticks out. So yeah, go ahead and let's make this a bit bigger. Okay, now we can go back to the smaller one. Let's put a little texture and yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. The biggest fear people at work or what have you discover that I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm thinking about. We don't want to interfere with that talon there, so let's move the line. That's the great thing about being the artist, is that you get all the power as to where things go and what things look like. Should this be the point where I do the straight? Yeah, I avoid that straight line tool. There's a straight line tool up over here in the corner, where it makes perfectly straight lines. I tend to avoid it because it won't necessarily match the overall. You know, if I have a drawing full of old squiggly lines and suddenly there's a couple of straight ones in there, it's not gonna fit. It's not gonna blend in. It's not gonna match. It's not. You don't want that. Okay. Just cleaning up. Plus, it'd be one to argue that maybe it would be notched and not the perfect kind of blade. It is, after all, an orc's blade. Many notches. Okay, let's quickly put some color in here. This is not much time here. Let's color sky, colors. And there. Nice big red. That works. Let's go back to green. Saturated. We're just going to put in base colors. Let's put in here. Green is always a wonderful color for orcs. We start with flats, and I follow the animation model for coloring, especially because I have such a heavy line. I enjoy my heavy line. I've mentioned this before. You don't want to over render it. It doesn't match. It doesn't fit. You want to keep your colors relatively simple flat. So I follow the animation route, where you start with a base color, base flat color, and then you have one or two shade colors, shadow colors, and one or two highlight colors, and that's it. Or a gradient or what have you. You can certainly don't want to over render it. It doesn't look good. I want that to be darker. There we go. Nice iron. And for this, I'm just excuse me. For this, I'm just This I want relatively high contrasty. So I make it kind of silverish, but not really. It's not like these guys took a whole lot of. Maybe he might take care of this sword a bit, considering it's, you know, it's got his god on it. It's his god sword. Now that I look at it, I think I want that dark color on the rest of his armor too. Paintbrush. Bucket. Oh no, that's not what I want. Okay. Preserve transparency. Let's go back to that, and we'll have to do it like this. Okay, with the transparency on, I can go really wild with the color and not have to worry about edges. I'll just go blah. Because with the preserve transparency, will, you know, keep it just to the colors that you want it to. That's already been there. But once that's done, then you want to uncheck that. Let's see here. But I kind of like the lighter color for some of the. I'll make that for highlights maybe. Or for certain parts like gauntlets, and I don't know. Thing is, it's a little bit too close to this color, which we don't want to do. So I don't know. Maybe we want the scale to be a different color than the rest, I think. But you know, that's about as bright as I want to get it. So, especially with the bike, the really bright background. So, of course, I might change that background. Okay. This is where you gotta figure out where's your light source. Where is your light source? Well, I kind of have it with this dark highlight, sort of like being almost from above. So that's where we'll keep it. We'll keep it to almost just pretty much above. Some really dark grays here. Yeah, this feet is nowhere near being fully rendered. Let's bring my brush size a bit smaller. But this is just a quick drawing, our drawing. I got a little time. Let's go back to the top and get rid of some of these lines, clear it up. There we go. Let's go back to this. Put on some really near white highlights there, and maybe on here. That'll work. Make this a little bit dark. No, that's too dark. There we go. Yeah, this is okay. Yeah. Face. Let's make some darker shady areas here. Now, you know, this advice I'm giving, you know, this things I'm talking, you know, my opinion. It's my, you know, that's something I'm getting. You know, I spot a little bit of Donato and a little bit of, you know, opinion. But you know, if you feel like you see something that, you know, want to point out as to something, a better way of doing things, certainly by all means, you know, let me know. You know, Boom, 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 boom. Nice bright red for the eyes. Rawr, rawr. Of course, all this color is local color, which some would say is Todd, don't do local color. But, local color being color that is the object rather than the light that is bouncing off the object. Because light, you know, where you are affects how you look. Where you are affects how you look. You know, if you have a red color light, everything's going to have a red cast. Etc., etc., etc. Let's see here. This helmet's all out of whack. It's in there. Let's go ahead and do this too. Horn color should be brownish. Blah blah. Let's go back to the smaller brush. Gives a little bit more. Again, it's being lit from above, so darker shadows. Now again, shadows won't necessarily. Shadows should generally be the complement of the light that's generating, I think. So we got a yellow-orange sun. We're gonna have purpley blue shadows. It's all color theory. If you have a red sun, it's gonna cast what, green shadows? So really sure what I should be doing here is maybe having another layer with a slightly green airbrushy thing for our shadows. Yeah, maybe. And maybe if I spent a lot more time on it than I have left, I would do that. I suppose I talked before about, you know, having a drawing where I would, you know, stop or like do multiple videos on. I don't know if this arc warrants that. Okay, just checking my colors. That's it's a little too dark. A little too dark. Here we go. Yeah, this is where I need my pen, I think. Something a little bit more fine. Just put in some shadowy shadows. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. I wonder if I should have some sort of highlight on there. Do I want a highlight or just maybe make it slightly darker? More shadowy color, shadow color. It's all about layering on layers of color and stuff. See, this is the underside, so it should be darker than the one that's on top. I don't really spend much time in here. Actually, it should be, probably shouldn't be dark, it should be like light because it's on the edge. Put these light on the edge. Let's make it slightly. This idea is that the light's catching the edge of all the little cracks and scratches and things. So it's it like kind of show up. Little highlights. Again, it's coming from, the light's coming from above. So like, there we go. Scratchy scratches. Scratchy scratches. Now, you know, animator wouldn't do this because that just, that level of detail would just be horrible to try to animate. I never ever gave the thought of going into animation. Even when I was a kid and I loved little animated cartoons, people saw me drawing. It's like, you should go into animation. You know, it's like I always enjoyed watching the how-tos of everything. And once I realized how they made animation, all the drawings that you repeatedly have to make over and over again. Yeah, no, I had no notion and no idea that I wanted to do that. None whatsoever. Let's hone this in a bit. That just looked like too much work. I still don't, you know. Maybe if there was computer animation back then, it'd be something I'd be interested into going into. Maybe that's something I could get into doing now. I forgot to do this here. Okay. Let's make it some green highlights for the tops. Let's go into my pen tool a little more. A little more. A little more. Oh, I don't think I like that. I don't like that. That's gonna get undone. Or at least on there. Highlights can stay on the, well, no, I don't know. That's good, I guess, huh? Orc. Great sword. Can imagine the sword goes off another 10 feet. Maybe not that long, but let's just go ahead and just make that all black. Make that all black and just the edge, just a slight edge there. Let's go with a brownish color. I still want a reddish brown color, so dark Closer. Almost clayish. There we go. I think I like that color. That color's just going to go in here. It's going to go under here. It's got that red cast. Maybe I'll put in a splash of yellow, maybe here. So it's yellow orangish, so that there's like maybe some like lava-ish color bouncing up off the corner here. Maybe I should like this isn't giving me dynamic stuff, so maybe I should. Suddenly I have this idea that I want to change things. So, oops. Undo that. Let's make it black. And this is kind of a rock face, but I don't have a rock face in front of me, so I'm just doing this. So I'm gonna go back to my yellows down here. Oh, I put it on the. Okay, never mind. Okay, yellow glow. Let's make this really big. Running out of time. So, yellow glow underneath. We'll go back to this and switch back to orange. Again, gradients I think work fine. So I'm yeah, that's a bit intense. I don't think this is working. No, this isn't gonna work. Let's go back to the black. Save it for now. It's an idea. Maybe I'll work on a different drawing with. Get rid of this too. Just an orc on a cliff. No lava beneath. There's a little bleed there with the orange. Okay. That we have run out of time. So there's my work on a cliff face, sort of, with an orange sky-ish thing. I mean, it's quick sketch. Quick sketch. Put some more. Thicker outlines. Yay, let's make that there. Again, I wish, I forget how much I enjoy these things, and so I put them off. I was like, no, I really need to do these like on a daily basis. It needs to be like my morning ritual. Oops, no, don't do that. It needs to be my morning ritual. I gotta work it in there. Anyway, I spent too much time on this, or not enough time, or I've run out of time. So, it has to be done, and it is done. Thank you for watching. Again, you want to see me draw something, put it down in the comments below. Subscribe, please. Need ideas. The world's full of ideas. Characters, vehicles. I don't know. I'm not a vehicle person, but yeah. Put it down in the comments below. Maybe I'll draw it. Thanks for watching. Remember how to turn this damn thing off. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Oh wait, is it that? No.